You know, I've been a gynecologist for over 20 years, and I want to tell you a little story about what led to this book, Sexually Woke. You know, in practice from 40 on, the most common complaint that I heard in my office was decreased sex drive or lack of connection with the partner, male or female. And at the time, I had exactly the same issue going on. I was in a long marriage that had lost its connection. We had no sex really that was meaningful. And I just figured that was normal. You know, I had a busy job, I had 3 kids, both of us had lots of time apart. So I really rationalized that this was normal. And I'll have to say I'm embarrassed now to admit that I told my patients it was normal. And we felt very connected, my patients and I, by sharing this problem and making light of it and just saying, oh, well, that's just what happens, and I feel like that too. But once in a while, someone would come into the office with a different story, a woman who was, say, 45 with a really vibrant sex life and telling me stories about what they'd been doing the weekend before, and I couldn't believe it. So I wondered if she was the only one, but after a few years, I realized she wasn't the only one. So I sought out to find these women, and I did that by constructing a large survey that asked the most detailed questions about our sex lives. And then my research group and I narrowed down the women who seemed to most represent the group that we now call the Sexually Woke. That was a name that was offered by one of the interviewees who used that name for herself. But what we found was that the women in this group who experienced sex after 40 as better than ever and just increasingly open and connected shared several amazing things in common. And that's what we talk about in the book, Sexually Woke. So it's not that your sex drive is gone. I promise you, it's just sleeping. And we can bring it back to life. This happened to me. It's happened to other women, so it can happen to you too. Our sexuality never goes away. It can certainly go into hibernation. We can certainly put it to sleep. Problematic relationships and stress and lots of other things can make it seem like it's gone. But our sexuality is an innate part of our whole beautiful self. So check it out. Sexually Woke has got some really cool stories about how these women made it work. And if you want to be one of them, there's no reason why you can't be. It worked for me, and it could work for you too. So wake up. Let's bring that sexy back. Sexually Woke. It'll be on Amazon on September 29th.